this video, we'll be talking about the SAT Math November exam and how to ace it, because everyone talks about how November SAT, the math section is always harder than the reading. So this time, we're gonna make sure that no matter what, you are able to get a perfect score on this upcoming SAT Math exam. The first tip to do this is to check out the SAT Math College Panda book. This book is probably the best SAT book ever created because it gives you a bunch of practice problems and practice exams that you can do to really hone in on your SAT math skills and learn what you're doing wrong, as well as practice all the SAT math concepts. And now you might be like, where can I get this book? Well, Amazon, what if it's blocked in my country? Well, that is where I like to thank today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is a VPN that I use to access any site that I want on a global level while securing my data and keeping my privacy. For example, personally, I'm from India, as is like 40% of my audience. So let's say I wanted to watch Netflix in India, but I can't because I'm in the US. All I do is turn on my Surfshark VPN, and now I have access to Netflix in India, and I can start binging away. And as someone who spends a lot of time on the internet through multiple devices, I love the fact that Surfshark VPN is the only VPN where you only have to make one account and you can access it across multiple devices. So you're literally secure no matter where you go. See, I really want my information to be secured, as should you guys, especially in this digital age. Literally no one will be able to spy on you with Surfshark VPN ever. So if you guys value your privacy and you want to access servers across like 65 plus countries, and just imagine if these videos are only available in India and you live in Arizona or in an actual different country, you might be like, how can I access rotation videos? Well, I can turn on Surfshark VPN. So if you want to be able to use a service as amazing as this, then be sure to check the description below for all the information. There's an 83% discount, 30-day money-back guarantee, a 3-month free, all of that included. So be sure to check the description below and get on that Surfshark VPN. You guys will love it. Next tip is to utilize the SAT math tricks on the non-calc section. So what people forget to do is that throw out the school math, out your brain, right? When you take SAT, it's SAT math. It's a little different, right? You might be like, well, I learned linear equations in school. How is that different from the linear equations on SAT? They're not different, but how you're solving it is a bit different. You see, in school, you're constantly programmed to show your work, right? Your math teacher, how many times she taking points off for you because you didn't show all your work? You might be like, bro, come on, right? SAT, no one cares. You can literally show 0 work for every single problem. As long as the answer is correct, you get 100%. Because at the end of the day, what College Board is doing is they're getting your Scantron, they're running it through a machine, and the machine just makes sure it checks which bubbles you circled and whether it's correct or not, right? No one checks your booklet. No one knows how much work you put into a problem. No one knows how much lines of math you wrote. So what you want to do is you want to forget your school math. Forget the idea that someone's checking you and seeing if you show all your work, right? Try to do as many of the math problems as you can mentally. And even if you do have to write down, some math, get some ideas down on the paper, which is perfectly fine, then make sure you're jotting down these ideas like in the margins, and you're only jotting down what you need, right? Let's say it takes you 6 lines to solve a linear math problem in school, right? But by the second line, you're able to eliminate 3 choices on the SAT exam. Then stop right there, right? Stop right there and circle the answer that you found, because you find that on the SAT math, non-calc especially, a lot of the problems, after probably writing down 1 or 2 lines of math, you already got your answer, as long as you're looking at your answer choices to guide you. You don't have to, solve the entire problem, get the answer choice, the final answer, and see which choice has a final answer. No, sometimes it's best to eliminate 3 instead of choosing 1. So you want to just keep doing math until you've eliminated 3 of the answer choices, and obviously the last one will be the answer, right? So yeah. And the next tip, this might sound a little bit childish, but that is to do fast fact math. Now, fast fact math, you guys might be like, what is that? What's 8 times 7? If you're not able to answer that off the top of your head, you are not well versed in fast fact math. Now, fast fact math is just your simple multiplication problems, right? So it's 11 times 12, or 13 times 12. And if you're not able to solve these within like 2 or 3 seconds, then you're pretty slow, right? Your mental math isn't where it should be, and you should actually practice these problems. And now I know on the SAT, right? It's like, I'm sure 13 times 12, I can just write it down and solve it that way. Yeah, you can, but you're also taking more time by writing it down. If you're programming yourself to be able to answer these math problems mentally, the simple math problems mentally, it's gonna develop a mindset in your head where you're able to solve more, complex problems mentally as well. But if you don't have that foundation of mental math for the easy problems, then you're not gonna be able to, solve those more complex mental math problems. So you wanna be sure you're able to do that. And the only way to do that is by practicing your fast fact problems. And I did this in elementary school and middle school. I was pretty good at it. And the best way to get nice at it is literally like go on Quizlet or go on some website that has these fast fact problems. Do as fast as you can. and you start seeing that your mental muscle is getting trained, right? Your mental muscle in your brain is getting trained, and the more you train it, the bigger it gets, the better it gets, stronger it gets, and the more likely it is to be able to solve more complex SAT math problems and math problems in general, right? So make sure you develop that foundation. And as childish as it may seem when you're doing like 4 times 8, 32 if you didn't know, right? I know it's gonna be a little bit childish, but trust me, it's working, and it's like a very boring habit that can lead to a lot of success. And the last tip, and this is a gimme, and that's to take practice exams, right? At the end of the day, you're not gonna know how well you're improving on SAT math exam if you're not taking SAT math exams, right? You have to practice SAT math problems as much as you can, and you don't want to do SAT math problems on like third-party websites, because usually these sites aren't really representative of the actual SAT. So what you do want to do is use the College Board practice test and just do the SAT math non-calc and calc sections there and see what you get, and make sure you're improving every single week. So that is the tips. Be sure to check out Surfshark VPN. Thank you all for watching. Peace.